Good morning, my feathered friends. Look at my beautiful curly hair. I hope this finds you well. I love you. Everything's working out, okay? You could be feeling somebody else's energy. I have done 2 Celtic crosses this morning to get a feel for the energy. It's a little wonky. I don't know if you're picking up on this. So, what I have deciphered from over 40 different cards is that you could be feeling energy from somebody that you've dealt with in your past, or it's a family member. There's a lot of disharmony. There's a lot of repressed emotions. They're unable to close a cycle and bring an ending to something. They need to walk through their shadow. They need to walk through the 8 of Cups, going over what doesn't work for them, what they don't like and what they do like. I have also picked up on there is somebody in their life, your life, their life, that has been controlling some kind of narrative, and it's been causing them to repress their own beliefs, their own morals, their own guidelines that they built themselves. So they're realizing that there isn't love. What they thought was love is not love. What they were receiving here with the 6 of Pentacles and then the 2 of Cups here in reverse, they're feeling it. We also have the Star in reverse. A lot of just despair, hopelessness. Their challenge is the strength. I don't feel this is you. I feel like you could be feeling this. And I want to let you know that it's not yours, and maybe go into a 5-minute meditation, identifying the energy, releasing it, identifying that it's not yours. Because you're just very empathic and you pick up on energies. And this is what's going on. I know we had a really high high. Everything is a pendulum. So we're going to have those really good highs. Those days where we're like, oh my gosh, I'm so tapped in. I'm so into source. I'm feeling great. We're going to keep moving. And then it goes the other way. I've definitely been picking up on the pattern that when I had really divine, I'm really in touch with my essence, everything's singing to me, everything is connecting with me. I'm now understanding that to revel in that feeling, to enjoy every single millisecond of that, because we can't hold on to things. We can't hold on to that moment. We have to allow it to keep going, right? So this is the other swing. This is we went to the other side, but the upswing, the good part of this, I shouldn't say good. The truth of the matter is that it has to go back the other way. So we're learning to, go through these dips. Let me keep moving on. In the near future for the Star in reverse is the 2 of Swords. They need to deal with the consequences that they have racked up. Again, you are feeling this. This is not yours. If you've been doing everything by the book, by your own book, I mean your own book, your own soul, what you have been guided to do, and you have, experience your awakening, experience that you are a chosen because you chose yourself. You're a chosen because you chose to choose yourself and trust in yourself and deal with your own emotions. And what is coming out today is, I feel like it's just in the air. And I really want to let you know that you have control over what you want to take on as yours. So when you're seeing this, know that this is not your energy. You are feeling it, because people are dealing with a lot of repressed emotions right now because of this shift. We have the 8/8 portal coming up, Aquarius full moon. There is just, and all the light codes that are coming in at the last part of July are very intense, and people don't know how to deal with it. If you have somebody like this in your life, one, I would definitely get a little space. It's not ignoring them. It's just there needs to be a little distance between you and people that need to deal with their own shit, to be honest. Because it's not your job to fix them. It was your job to highlight things and bring things to the surface just by being you. Excuse me. I'm also getting shamanic release. Turn some music on. Jump. Shake. Tell these people to like, be silly. Like, open the hips. Like, there's an energy that needs to be released that has been repressed. We have judgment in reverse. We have the moon. We have death in reverse. We have temperance in reverse with the 8 of swords in reverse. I see a light at the end of the tunnel with the 8 of swords reverse, but 8 of swords reverse also gives me shamanic release. Like, somebody needs to move their body. Somebody needs to acknowledge, I fucked up. That's 2 of swords in reverse. I messed up. Not me. Whoever this energy is. I'm also getting dark, like Star Wars dark. And I know I said this on another reading not too long ago, and I wish I would have shared it because later on that day I randomly picked my You've Forgotten Oracle, and the card that came out was literally talking about Star Wars, and I really wish I would have shared it with you guys, but I'm getting better. I'm getting better at sharing what I'm seeing. You know, it's a work in progress, and I've come a long way, so I'm proud of myself. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. So even on their conscious mind, it's like the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Discs in reverse. They feel like they've missed something. They missed something. I'm going to get something on this repressed emotion. This is not going to be long. I'm going to try and just do more smaller reads just to get the message out. Come on, I just want one, Spirit. Just one. What is up with this moon? What is this repressed emotion that this individual is going through? I don't know. What I don't understand is, okay, the reason why we need to hear this is because you could be feeling this and it's not yours, is what Spirit just said. Ace of Cups. True love. Repressed emotions. Their environment is, there's a lot of repressed emotions. People probably not sharing how they truly feel, because we have the Ace of Cups coming out with the moon as the environment, as the situation like that's going around somebody. Repressed emotions of, so somebody can't even say that they love somebody. Like, repressed love. Repressed love and filling up their own cup. Oh. Okay. They don't know how to fill up their own cup. Probably because they keep searching outside of themselves. They've ignored the call, that's for sure. What's this 2 of Swords in reverse in the near future? The Hierophant. Institutions, consequences to the institutions. Now, oh, good God. And this is funny because I was kind of like, not complaining, but a lot of people, because with this Uranus and Gemini, the Neptune retrograde, there's a lot of things that are closing out. This is year 9, you know, and then it's 10. And we think of 10 of Swords, you know, there's a relief coming, but there's also a lot of like grief and understanding the betrayal and how we were short on ourselves and how we allowed other people to affect the way that we thought and our beliefs. And the Hierophant can talk about institutions and higher learning. So consequences of this. There's consequences to this. Oh, shit. There's consequences to these false beliefs. Fuck. I'm getting cause and effect. I'm getting like all of these repressed emotions, all of like, oh, this, we're going to tell you how to deal with all of this. But in reality, in the near future, people are going to realize that they are going to have to deal with the consequences for allowing higher institutions, higher learning, people that are supposed to be, people that are supposed to be on the up and up, who are supposed to be looking out for us, who are supposed to have our best interests. So this can be family, this can be friends, this could be people that you consider your family, or this can just be, you know, the macrocosm. You know, we're micro with our family and our personal situations. And when we level up and we learn those lessons, it gives us a bigger, better picture of what's going on a larger scale, right? That's how I came into it, at least. Like, once I got out of my own bubble and my own healing, and realized the patterns that were going on around me, it gave me the higher perspective. And maybe that is something that you have experienced yourself, and it's almost like this is collectively happening. People are starting to pick up what others are putting down and realizing, wow, this has major consequences. 5 of Cups in reverse. So somebody's blaming themselves. Somebody's blaming themselves, which is not going to help, because it's bigger than that. It wasn't these people. Like, technically, it's not anybody's fault. Even the people that like did horrible, terrible things to us, because they were led down the wrong path. They are dealing with consequences because of what was taught to them. That's why they know not what they do. They know not what they do. And people are starting to learn what they're doing and how they're affecting others. Their opinions, putting on their past experiences, putting expectations on their children, you know, because of their past experiences. The thing is like, we're not in that time. And I'm learning this too, you know, instead of, oh, like, I need to be cautious and share this with my son. No, because then it puts a narrative in his mind of how situations are supposed to play out. Everything is a new experience. This is a new time, new experience, new things. We didn't have all this whenever I was a kid. So why am I going to put my own personal life experiences onto him when he, you know, he's got a blank slate. He can create whatever he wants. But if I say, oh, well, when I was a kid, blah, 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 and then I wasn't allowed to do that, he might take that as like, that's his story. So quit sharing your shit like that, unless it's absolutely positively necessary. And I mean in a positive aspect, and not creating a box and a limitation. So maybe this is something that somebody did to you. Not maybe, they did. An empty nest, something about an empty nest. People are leaving this person or these individuals and these energies. Okay, there was a question that I wanted to ask a minute ago and I kind of let it go, Spirit. What was it? I'm learning to trust. I'm learning to let go and let you bring it back if it's absolutely necessary. So what is it? Okay, in the warnings and affirmations, we have judgment. It's also called Aeon. So it's in reverse. So it's like somebody's hearing the truth. They're being called with the, you know, like the trumpet is sounding. Hey, here's the truth, but they're not listening. They're not. Death in reverse again. I'm not going to take it because there's like a crap ton of cards. The Moon. The 7 of Wands. The Ace of Wands. It's like repressed spark. Somebody's torch. Somebody's will to keep pushing on with the 7 of Wands. Like, to keep going. And with the Moon, you know, repressed, hidden energy. There's a spark. There's a torch. Dad keeps wanting to flip out in reverse. In reverse! Okay. 1, I'm going to keep that there. 2, I still need 1 for this judgment. 7 of Cups, because of temptations, of desires that were creating illusions. of Cups. 7 of Cups. 8 of Cups. They're ignoring the warnings about the temptations, about the desires. Desires can be beneficial, but we have to examine them and find out where they're coming from. Because somebody is like throwing this at them. Yeah. Oh, 2 of Cups, 7 of Swords. This could be like past relationship, friendship. It could be so many different things. Okay. All right, archangels. Let's give them some advice. Let's give them some advice. What's the advice? 10 of Pentacles. And well, I'm not going to say that. The 10 of Pentacles is the advice. Legacy. Ancestors. I'm getting ancestors and bloodline. Generational curses. The Hermit. Oh my. Somebody's getting a haircut. 10 of Pentacles. The 9. The Hermit. Completion. The advice is to go within and talk to your freaking ancestors. Your ancestors would like to talk to you. The ancestors want to talk to this person. What's going to happen if when they speak to their ancestors? Obviously, it's going to be different for everybody, but I want to get a general idea of like what this is. Four of Swords. Dreamcatcher. Somebody needs a dreamcatcher. Invocations right before bed. I keep just developing with ChatGPT, putting in what I like, but it's mostly for my son to help give him good positive dreams because his astral and dream state was being attacked. So, we got crystals, we speak into them. It really helps. He's seen a significant difference in his sleeping pattern, but for whoever you are, you could actually be astral traveling. You could be doing it without even knowing. Others of you, please put prayers in. Just say a line right before bed. Thank you for guiding me and protecting me in my dream state. Thank you for alerting me to any prophetic knowledge that would be beneficial for me on my highest timeline. Because we have the Four of Swords here as the advice. With the 10 of Pentacles, the Hermit. Also investigating ancestral patterns, generational curses, what keeps showing up from mother to grandfather to great-grandparents, finding your ancestry, your bloodline, what part of the world do you come from, what was their religion, what are their traditions, what is their background, what did they believe, what kind of curses or experiences did they... I will give an example. I come from a tribe. I won't be specific. I come from a tribe. I have ancestry and traces from the Horn of Africa. And there was a lot of slavery, the Caribbean, over to New Orleans. I had to trace everything back and realize how I was being treated and why I was being treated that way. Obviously to overcome and get identify the generational curse and break it within myself. So that could be something that you're doing or that you're being asked to do. If anybody needs help with this stuff, I am more than happy to assist you. Only if you're a transparent, if you are willing to be vulnerable and actually, speak what is on your mind, not repress anything, I am more than happy to help somebody with this, because it almost seems like somebody is feeling this energy and it's not even really yours. You've done so much work and pushed through something, but it's the rest of your bloodline hasn't. But it only takes one. It only takes one in the family bloodline to break it, to see it affect the rest of the family. But if we're not in communication with the family anymore, they could still be going through it even though you've been released. And it's reminding yourself that you've already done this. You've already done these lessons. This is not yours. Yeah, Empress at the bottom of the deck. This is not yours. Rest, rejuvenate, speak to your ancestors. I feel like this is really a time for you to go within so that you can understand these energies for future reference, okay? Let me get one of these. We'll close this out with the Sacred Light Oracle. Message to pair with this reading, please. I really hope this helps somebody. I really do. I love you guys so much because I love myself. Past life. This is part of a past life situation. What did I say? Karmic. It's generational curses. It's something that happened previously in the years prior. And it's echoing through the DNA to be resolved, to be brought up to the surface, to be evaluated. But there are a lot of individuals that are repressing all of this information. Oh, no, that can't be true because then that would mean that my whole life is a lie. And yes, I mean, it's better to realize it now than waiting, right? Like, I don't get that. I don't get it. Like, I'm just thankful and grateful for getting the information now, sooner rather than later, right? A cultural experience. It is behind you. Regression. What did I say? Oh my God. This is so much deeper. This is so much deeper, you guys, than we can even really fathom. 24 could be significant. Let's read this via... Reincarnation is a belief held by many different religions and cultures. Deep attractions to foreign cultural items such as clothing, animals, and architecture are just some connections to your past life memories. Obsessions with and passion about events, tools, professions, or objects in your soul, reminding you of previous experiences that have taught you valuable lessons. While past life regression can be extremely beneficial in understanding your interactions with family, friends, and purpose, understanding these traumas can help identify the reason behind debilitating psychological conditions such as phobias and fears in your current life. Obsessing over past events and experiences highlights the soul's need to achieve equilibrium in the present. Cosmic Master Lord Krishna calls your mind to address the past, bringing healing and closure to unanswered chapters of your life. These unexplained and sometimes irrational emotions represent the challenges destined to enlighten the soul on its divine path. Be present. Serving on the second ray, Lord Krishna asks you to heal and address past life memories and karmic issues now. Questioning authority and fear of failure will highlight these fears as you can free the chains of the past. Meditate, avoid being mentally stuck in the past, as the time is now. Affirm your soul's desires to the sacred breath of the universe. Internal desires lead to temptations. Send your prayers through the cosmos. I am grounded in the present. My heart is centered and focused on today. So your sacred crystal is Shiva Lingam. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm going to put that up there. So this is just reconfirming what we've already said, okay? If you feel yourself being pulled back to the past, consequences, regrets, and all this, and you've already done the work, go within. The Four of Swords, regenerate, the Hermit and the Four of Swords, everything is saying to go within and remember your bloodline. Remember, remember what Spirit has already shown you, because you're very strong and you're able to overcome this. There are a lot of repressed emotions, and I feel like whoever you are, you're actually healing Mother Gaia and timelines, and it's like you were asked to come in and do this, so don't take anything personally. What was that one thing? Yeah, there's going to be there could be a lot of questions and things that you have from chapters of your life And of course, it's okay to ask and question. It took 25 years for one of my questions to be answered, but it was worth it because yeah, yeah, it took 25 years, but I think it was more on my part because I had to let go of something in order for the answer to come in, and it took a long time to realize that. So let go of the unanswered questions that have happened in your life, because they will end up coming back to you. It just might take a while. Yeah, there could be a lot of just irrational emotions. Be present, call on Lord Krishna, go within. I love Spirit for confirming that this is not yours. This is not yours. This isn't anybody's, really. This is just past lifetimes and energies that need to be closed and acknowledged. And hey, yeah, we messed up. There are better ways that we can teach, that we can lead. And of course, there are those opposing energies, but that's not what we're really focused on right now. Something needs to be felt and acknowledged and gone through in order for it to be renewed, basically, is what we're getting. I love you guys. Spirit loves you. Everything's working out for our best and our highest good. Until next time, peace.